This program is brought to you by Emory University.
My name is Tanya Zamora. I'm a second year, and currently I'm a biology major. But after taking this class, I'm actually thinking of redoing it to maybe something else, maybe sociology or something. Just because I just find this class really interesting. I love it. The material is not boring at all, and it's just been an awesome experience. I found a poem in one of the Emory yearbooks. I think it was like 1960s, 1950s, and it was made by a student, and it was a poem talking about his first experience, his first sexual experience, and how that was for him. He referenced it as far as like him putting him, into a woman was kind of like a child putting his finger into a tree, which is a really cute metaphor, to think about. But it was just really interesting, and that kind of stuck with me still. Because you could go into a bunch of details about the poem itself and what the whole thing overall means, and also taking it from the woman's perspective and see what maybe a woman would say about it. You have this medical student, renowned medical student. He was one of the best in his class, very intelligent. Looking at other quotes from his peers, he seems like he was also very trustworthy. So he is HIV positive, and he, of course, was a little promiscuous, and he lived here in Atlanta, and he had a couple partners that he failed to communicate that he was HIV positive. So when he finally decided to tell somebody that he was, they, of course, got into this big scandal. He got sued just for his lack of communication. And the whole thing that I found interesting about that was what I said in my post. Would you really tell somebody beforehand, are you HIV positive? Or will you really have that communication? Would you be afraid to tell somebody that? And then asking one of my other colleagues, I asked him the exact same question. Would you tell somebody beforehand if you're HIV positive? And he said no, to my surprise. I would not, because if it was just a one-night stand, what would be the difference? On the other hand, if it was somebody that I actually cared about, yeah, I would tell them, because I would care for them, their health and all that. So that just was really impressive to me. That was, I think, a time where, we were really supportive of AIDS. We had AIDS walks, we had AIDS support groups, and anything of the kind. And then to come out and say we're going to sue this Emory student because he failed to communicate, that kind of set us back a little bit.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.